Barbara, no matter how bad you act, she is the goddamn best. All right, I heard a lot of yeahs and a lot of applause and a lot of this. So just remember, go to battlegroundcalifornia.com, sign up, and we will know what congressional districts are the target districts. We will know where we have to put our emphasis. And again, just going back to Modesto, a lot of work was done by the people in Modesto and Stanislaus, but a lot of push was from Democrats all around the state. And the bigger the victory of President Obama and the bigger the turnout among Democrats, the better it is for down the ticket for members of Congress in the Senate and the Assembly. We're both in our legislative houses. We got a shot at getting the 2/3 so drastically needed. And speaking, well, they don't really care if you get 2/3, Perez. I figured that out. Anyway, now to introduce our Speaker of the Assembly, a man who did his work in organized labor, did his work in the gay rights community, did a lot of work for other people throughout his career as an activist member of the Democratic Party, person who became the highest ranking gay politician in the history of this country. Our Speaker of the State Assembly, I give you my friend, John Perez.
Get up, stand up for your right. Get up for your right. Get up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up.
Thank you. Good morning, Democrats. I am so pleased to join each of you again here at our convention, and I'm certainly pleased that we've returned to San Diego, the site of our 2007 convention that set the stage for our triumph in the 2008 presidential election. This is my 18th year attending this convention as the member of the Democratic State Central Committee. And for those of you attending your first convention, I want to say welcome. You're participating in a truly unique process. Convention is where each of us who spend our year as proud grassroots Democrats in our respective communities come together to unite as the California Democratic Party. No matter whether we come from the reddest of red counties or the bluest of blue counties or those battleground purple counties, convention reminds us that each of us is part of a broader whole. We share the same values. We share in the same struggles. It is at convention where our commitment to those values forms a critical mass of energy, enthusiasm, and dedication that will power us to victory this November. We will spend much time discussing how we fight and where we fight. But even more importantly, we come together to remind ourselves why we fight. We fight for working families who suffered mightily during this great recession. We fight for the students who question whether the dream of opportunity is still alive for them here in California. We fight for the Californians who need quality, affordable health care. We fight for the Californians who are laboring to create a healthy, more prosperous, and more sustainable green economy. We fight for all those for whom justice is wanting. 5 years ago, the last time we convened here in San Diego, then Senator Barack Obama gave us a powerful reminder that wherever justice is wanting, Democrats must stand up and fight. Now, I know that this is a difficult struggle. Sometimes it feels like we're moving boulders up mountains. But even in those moments when our backs are to the wall, when we're weary from the fight, we draw strength from knowing that each of us is connected by our greater struggle for justice. And that gives us strength to persevere towards victory. Each of us made a choice to give this cause of justice our time, our energy, our sweat, our patience, our fortitude, our dedication, and quite frankly, for a few of us, our sanity. Each of us has seen the results of our commitment. We've seen the results in just the past few days when Democrats were instrumental in ensuring that women continue to receive quality, affordable health care from Planned Parenthood. We stood together. We stood together when the anti-choice activists tried to politicize breast cancer treatment. We've seen the results. We've seen the results in the face of students for whom the DREAM Act is now a reality. And we've seen the results in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, where the LGBT community, where we just won another tremendous victory on our long road to justice. But we have a lot of work to do. To win in 2012, we must remind Californians that our party is the party of hope and opportunity and justice. And that's why I proposed the Middle Class Scholarship Act. I know firsthand that a college education is the single most transformative and empowering experience that our state can offer. But it's an experience that's growing out of reach for far too many California students. Quite frankly, restoring prosperity for all means restoring opportunity to all. President Obama made that clear. President Obama made that clear in his State of the Union speech last month, and we're answering his call here in California. The Middle Class Scholarship Act is simple. We eliminate a $1 billion corporate tax giveaway that only benefited out-of-state corporations. And what do we do with that money? We use it to reverse a decade of fee increases that have plagued our students. We reduce the cost of student fees by 2/3 for the great swath of middle-class families earning $150,000 a year or less. And in so doing, we make college affordable and accessible again. Now, I'm confident we're going to win this fight, but I need your help to do it. I need you to go to middleclassscholarship.com to spread the word, to share your story, to join the fight. Help middle-class students and their families create a chorus that is too loud to be ignored. We need to send the message that every student in this state deserves affordable education. We know that this is going to be difficult work because Republicans will oppose us at every turn. Already, Senate Republican leader Bob Huff has looked at the Middle Class Scholarship Act, and he said the following. He said, "Why would Republicans want to unwind the deal we helped negotiate? I'm against it regardless of the merits." Think about that for a second. I'm against it regardless of the merits. Now, we all thought it was bad enough when Mitt Romney thought that corporations were people. But apparently, California Republicans think that corporations are the only people worth fighting for. Now, we know differently, and we've got to stand up for working families, and we've got to deliver for their future. And since the days of FDR, we've made sure that people knew that the Democratic Party was the party of justice. And quite frankly, since the days of FDR, we haven't faced such a moment where so much is riding on each of our shoulders to burden the work towards victory. In 1936, FDR faced a country struggling to lift itself out of the Great Depression. And in his re-election, he faced furious, vicious opposition from the Liberty League, the Tea Party of his day. But at that year's convention, he gave our party its marching orders, and those orders are as true today. He said, "It's a sobering thing to be a servant to this great cause. We try in our daily work to remember that the cause belongs not to us, but to the people." He went on to say, "Governments can err. Presidents do make mistakes, but better the occasional faults of a government that lives in the spirit of charity than the consistent omissions of a government frozen in the ice of its own indifference." Think about that. Each of us knows what we're up against, and each of us will deliver. Together, we'll defeat the corporate deception initiative. We'll defeat the new attempts at parental notification. We'll pass the governor's tax plan. We will make college accessible and affordable again for middle-class folks with a Middle-Class Scholarship Act. We will re-elect our president, and we'll give new life to the hopeful optimism that he embodies. We will remember every waking moment between now and November why we fight, and we will win. We have a lot of work to do, so let's get to work. Thank you.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.